So this year has been a crazy year, and I've been lucky enough to be invited to many different recruitment events to speak to many people like yourselves. So there's probably a split in the room where some people have maybe seen me talk. To those people, don't worry, this presentation is new. And to those people who are thinking, who the hell am I? Well, I'm Ashley Buckingham. I am a developer at Broadbean Technology, and today I'm going to be speaking to you about voice user interface. You know, the devices that some people have, like the Alexa, the Google Home, and the Apple HomePod. So I'm here because I believe voice user interface is going to be the next big thing. And in this presentation, I'm going to be telling you why it's something you should be considering right now. And I'm also going to give you some examples of some other companies who are already using it. So first, let's look at some facts to justify why I think this is going to be so big. Voice interface is the most natural interface we have. If you can think of how many interactions you've had today alone and how seamless those interactions were. If you ever doubt that, you only need to visit a foreign country to see how much you depend on this type of interaction. And voice technology is not new. In fact, it's been around for quite a while. But it's only now that we're seeing massive adoption of this technology, and that's due to the technological advancement and the marketing done by big corporations. Corporations like Amazon, who in September 2018 had a 64.6% share of the smart speaker market. Google, trailing behind with the Google Home at 19.6%. Apple with the Apple HomePod at 4.5%. And then other device manufacturers like Xiaomi, if anyone knows that, making up the 11.3%. But what does that mean in terms of real numbers? Well, in the US, a total population of 252 million people. In May this year, 54.4 million people had access to a smart speaker. That also includes 4 months where growth was at its highest, leading to a 15% growth alone. Growth in the UK is also following the same sort of trend. In a report published by OC&C, which is a strategy company, they said that currently adoption of voice technology is at 10% in the UK, but this should be growing to 48% by 2022. What that means is in the next 4 years, every other household will have a smart speaker. Also, the way we're using these devices has changed. When I first started doing this presentation a little while ago, I was going around and saying the most common cases were setting a timer, listening to music, and checking the weather. And while they're still up there, there is a new addition to that top spot. And that is ask a question. Why is that important? Well, in a world where people are using these devices to gather their information, you have to be visible in this market or you're simply going to be overlooked or even ignored. And right now, why right now? Well, right now there's a war going on between big tech companies to get their technology in your hands. I think there's a quote that says, when big tech companies compete, we win. And this is the best case for that. And it doesn't just stop at smart speakers. These companies have the power to get their smart devices in every aspect of your life. And in fact, they already have. Right now, you can leave here and you can buy an array of products that have smart speaker integration. Things like Bose, fridges, lamps, smoke alarms even. And also my favorite, Alexa-enabled cars. But here's the thing, you don't need to buy that new Lexus or that new Ford. Last month, Amazon announced Echo Auto, which is a device that plugs into any car and essentially makes it Alexa-enabled. I think that's really cool. So I know you're thinking, oh, great, cool, the smart stuff, but what can I actually make with it? Well, let me show you what some other companies are doing in this sphere. Bit offensive side. Ocado. Everyone's used Ocado, or knows of Ocado. With the Ocado skill, you can add to your basket, you can check that the delivery is still going to be on time, and you can also get cooking inspiration by asking what ingredients are in season. And if you don't fancy cooking, like I often don't, there's also Domino's. With Domino's, you can ask for your order to be put in, and it will be registered with your local restaurant. Then you can track the status of your pizza all the way to your front door. And does anyone know what that is? Yeah, I didn't think so. This is DJ Technology News, right? It's just a blog on the internet. But their skill is completely different to the other skills I've just shown you. Their skill is what we call a flash briefing skill. And what do I mean by a flash briefing skill? Well, with this, what it means is every morning or evening, or whenever I wish, I can say, Alexa, what's in the news? And as well as giving me lots of content that I've chosen from the sources that I've listed, it will also give me a piece of DJ Technology News. Not only delivering great content, but also enforcing their brand recognition. I think this skill goes to show that you don't need to have the best skill in the market right now. Just having visibility on this platform is really, really good. So now you're saying, Ash, that's great, but I'm not selling any pizzas, right? So let me show you how this looks from recruitment. By a show of hands, how many people have a blog or a newsletter or post on social media about recruitment? Okay, so quite a few people. Right now, you can be visible on this platform with that exact same content, whether it be 5 tips to find the ideal job or recruiter tip of the day. It's really, really important to get on there, and it's not any extra work than the content you're already producing. If you're looking for a more complete solution, this is an idea we've had at Broadbean. Using voice, we've created a new way for candidates to experience job seeking. And this starts with, Alexa, open the job alert skill.
Welcome to the job alert skill.
When the app is first launched, the skill automatically enters the setup phase, where we can elicit custom preferences like job title, industry, salary and location, and build a specific profile for that user. Once the setup is complete, we don't need to revisit the step, so we can go about our daily life, and whenever we wish to do our job seeking, we can say, Alexa, what's our job alerts?
There are 8 jobs. You can see more details in your Alexa app. Here are the first 3. The first job is Area Manager, Yorkshire. The role would suit someone with multi-site management or with an extensive sales background. The second job is Project Manager, Leeds. A technology company based in Leeds is seeking a project manager with experience in agile methodologies. The third job is Software Developer, London. Broadbean is looking for a programmer that can create Alexa voice skills.
So we're able to get the jobs for that user. Then we show these direct on the user's app, and Alexa reads the job title and location summary. We can then choose to get one of these jobs sent to us. Alexa, send me number 3.
Sent. Would you like to apply to another job?
In real time, the user is sent a full job specification and a link to apply. We then ask if we'd like to apply to any other jobs. Alexa, no thanks.
Would you like to hear more jobs?
If the user wants to hear more jobs, the skill will retrieve the next 3 jobs. Alexa, no.
Thank you for using the job alert skill.
So what are we trying to achieve? Well, we're trying to have a new job-seeking experience. We found a new avenue to target candidates, and we're also trying to build brand awareness on this new platform. So I've said this time and time again, but recruitment is not known as it's not known as a hub of innovation. But this can change. Right now, whether it be a custom skill or a flash briefing blog, you too can be part of this new era of voice design. Thank you.